Being at Bastion Point reminds me of many struggles Māori once faced. Growing up in the far north, Harawira was one figure that inspired and intrigued me. Although many of his own people may have doubted and disliked him, I thought I owed him the respect of seeing his side of things.
I guess when I was young, when I was still at school, there weren't a lot of heroes that I saw in our society. And most of the heroes of my youth were actually black. Guys like Muhammad Ali. The passion that I have for the things that are important to us as Māori and for the things that are important to Indigenous people has got me in trouble plenty of times. But I never shrunk from it in the past, and I don't shrink from it now. Part and parcel of being an activist is to be prepared to step across the line when the need arises. Not about stepping across the line all of the time, but when the need arises, don't be shy. Don't hold back, do what has to be done.
An advocate for Māori development and close friend, Ali Henry, has an understanding of Hone's upbringing.
I have always found Hone and Hilda to be very personable people. I think they believe passionately in the things they do. I haven't always agreed with his perspective on matters, but we've had, many discussions about how we might vary on points. I think the most important thing about him is that he's stayed relatively constant in his perspective over the 25 years that I've known him. And it's very much the perspective shared by his whānau and his wider community, which is staunchly Māori-centric and advocating tino rangatiratanga.
I'd called John Howard a racist bastard, and then a couple of weeks later it just so happened that I was part of a parliamentary delegation going to Melbourne to look at how white Australia runs elections, etc. And then all of the time we were talking to them, didn't meet one Aborigine. I thought, this sucks. So I decided after a couple of days that I'm out of here. So I shot up to Alice Springs, because no sense in just talking about what John Howard had done being racist. You got to follow it up, by going there yourself. I just don't care what other people think. At the end of the day, and when I wake up in the morning, I don't wake up with the rest of the world. I wake up with myself. So I have to be true to myself. I have to be comfortable with the things that I've done. And I'm lucky because I've got a partner like Hilda, a wife like Hilda, very, very strong, a mum like my mum, very, very strong sister, strong daughter, strong granddaughters. I'm surrounded by strong women. They mean a lot to me. What they say means a lot to me. What the people who are closest to me say means a lot to me. What the rest of the world says, I couldn't care less.
I can see how many people might be quick to judge Hone's staunch personality, but after talking with him, it became clear that Hone's struggle was not only for Māori, but for the country as a whole.
You have to believe that there's a better nature within us as Māori, and within Pākehā as well, that can encourage us to want to work together, that sees Aotearoa New Zealand as a very special place in the world.